how am I glad to be back. You guys, thank you for being here today, man. I miss the heck out of you and I'm thrilled to be back. For those of you that are new, my name is Orly and this is the DIY Designer. I do really fun DIY fashion and sometimes home decor, and I am obsessed with personal style. I have a deep belief that your style is meant to communicate and celebrate your individuality, and that's it. So DIY has always been this really amazing, practical, economical way of doing just that. Now, along that line, the reason I took a break is because I've been building out the online course for something I created called Style Language. It is the cheat code to unlock your personal style, and your unique style language is made up of the 4 words that define your personal style. And it was a lot of work, and I really wanted to commit some time to it. That, as well as I launched a brand called Rock Knot, and it's been an amazing success and going really well and very, very busy. So, took a little break from the YouTubes, but I'm back, and I decided that you and I both needed like an easy DIY to kind of break us back into the rhythm of things. So I'm going to do a leather jacket upcycle. Now here's the jacket. I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, Orly, don't you dare touch that thing. That is the perfect leather jacket. Don't touch it. You're gonna ruin it. What the heck are you thinking? I hear you. Here's the problem. This has been in my closet since 2004 and I don't wear it. I just don't wear it, but I know it's good, which is why I can't get rid of it. So it just sits there taunting me. And I thought, you know what we're gonna do? We are going to transform this guy into this guy. You guys can do this to a pair of heels, a pair of boots, a little leather skirt. You can do it to your own leather jacket. You can freaking do it to pants, although that'll take some time, but you can do it. It really does look like these very expensive metallic leather jackets, which are so cool, but really out of my price range, and I'm guessing out of yours. I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna get started. I love you so much and thank you for being here. All right, so it's time to get started. I will link the exact color that I used, but I didn't even need 1 full bottle to do this. So 1 bottle is plenty. Now, as I got started, it became clear very fast that this paint dries super fast. It's great because you can move quickly, but it means you really need to buff all of the edges so that you have no harsh lines from one section to the next. You don't want any lines that show that you did this in sections. You want to buff out all of the edges and work in sort of thin overall coats so that the paint is really getting buffed in to the leather, becoming one with the leather. That is how this is gonna end up looking like a real leather metallic jacket and not like a painted jacket. Now there's a few different techniques based off the areas of the jacket you're working with. When you're working with crisp edges like this where you have a zipper that you don't want paint on, you actually wanna use a little more paint and use the flat edge of your brush very carefully and very slowly. You don't wanna see any of the original leather color. So on the larger areas like this, you're gonna buff. Try to do even amounts of paint, then blend them in and buff them out. On areas like this, where you have a zipper that you're trying to avoid and you wanna get right up to the edge, use more paint and kind of glide the flat edge of your brush. As you get further away from it, you buff again, more vigorously in the larger areas. The third technique is gonna be anywhere that you have stitches or seams. You wanna kind of stipple it in like you do when you're using a stencil. You really wanna push the paint into the threads so that where the threads are and where the seams are and where the indentations are fully covered in that paint so you're not seeing any original color. Now, when you have areas like this, if you've got something like this buckles, there's gonna be up to you what you wanna do with the hardware. I decided that the larger hardware I was gonna very carefully avoid so that the regular hardware color was there, avoiding the buckles, avoiding the zipper tabs. However, here where there were these tiny little grommets, I decided to just paint right over them, knowing that if I wanted, I could always grab like a black paint pen and redraw over them. I didn't mind the way it looked, so I just went right over them and let them be rose gold. Now, I did 1 coat on the entire outside, and you wanna make sure to do the entire inside as well. Anywhere that there is leather, you need to paint. Because when you're wearing your jacket, you don't realize how much like you cuff your sleeves and you're gonna see the inside. You walk and it opens up. The collar is shown. So really work on all of the edges. Like you can see here, I not only stippled in the front and the back, but you wanna get the edges, like the top, where the 2 pieces come together. I did 1 full coat on the entire jacket. And I actually kind of liked the way it looked with a little bit of the black showing through. It almost looked like texture. To decide if I wanted to do a second coat, I did a test patch. I liked the way the test patch looked, so I'm doing a second coat.
Now with the second coat, it's slightly different. Number one, it goes a lot faster because you've already covered the majority of the jacket and there's no real black that you're covering. Number two, it's like slippery. You can see the left there has 2 coats, the right only has 1. I highly recommend doing the 2 coats. But again, the second one's gonna move really fast because it slips and slides and buffs in really fast. Once you do the entire thing, I really recommend letting it sit for a few hours and then going back with fresh eyes, looking at anything that doesn't look even, any black that's showing through, any edges you didn't get crisp, any tiny bit of original leather that's showing, cover it. Now this is the final hack and I love this. I'm using coconut oil and buffing it in to condition the leather. This is gonna do 2 things. One, it's gonna make the leather very soft, very conditioned so that it really grips and fuses and holds onto that metallic fabric paint really well, no flaking. Number 2, it's gonna bring a little bit of sheen to the jacket. It's gonna feel kind of slippery for the first few hours, but then it's gonna soak into the leather, it's gonna feel totally normal, and it's just gonna revive it, allowing this to be something that lasts forever and ever, and again, looks like a real leather metallic jacket, not like a hack.
All right, my loves, that is it. I'm gonna model this for you and show you what it looks like. If this is your first video, I hope that you subscribed. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm gonna be back doing great DIYs and I'd love to have you. If you guys are interested in Rocknot, make sure to check out rocknot.com. I have a discount code for my YouTube fam. It is the DIY designer and it will take the discount right off at checkout on all products. And then lastly, the online course for style language is coming. It's gonna be a really, really beautiful process, super transformative. And I think that if you love DIY and you love expressing yourself through your clothing, this is gonna really allow you to anchor into your individuality in an even more powerful way. So I'm very excited to go on this journey and I hope that you guys are gonna join me. Okay, fashion show at lunch.
She got all the drugs she'll need tonight. Know that she won't die if she